2023 financial year. Now, if you recall, that actually compares to a record profit in the previous year of 189.3 million. So to shed a little bit of light on this, we are joined by Silver Fern Farms Limited Chief Executive Dan Boulton to tell us a little bit more. Dan, lovely to see you. How are you?
Kia ora, Dom. Good to see you as well. Yeah, really disappointing to be announcing a loss for the 2023 financial year. We're obviously facing into some pretty challenging market conditions out there, and those conditions continue today. And to give you a little bit of context, Silver Fern Farms Limited revenue dropped from $3.3 billion in 2022 to $2.8 billion. And that's $500 million of value gone from our business that we've got to find. So pretty challenging out there. We're all feeling that. Big part of that's around the inflationary environment and the lack of consumer confidence that's out there. But I think, what's really hurt us as producers or exporters of red meat out of New Zealand is some of the big global supply dynamics that have shifted unfavourably towards us, particularly, sheep or lamb and mutton out of Australia. They've hit record production. That's hurt us in our key markets. US beef domestic production's being continued at elevated records, so less demand for imported. And then South American beef into China has been another big sort of key driver. So not only have we got depressed market conditions around pricing and consumer confidence, but we've also got some big supply dynamics that we're navigating. So those are the key factors that have driven the result.
Yeah, and it looks like that the sheep meat one, geez, you just feel so sorry for those poor buggers at the moment. I mean, the thing is, you go beef where you sort of go, there's market sort of, I guess, there's pointers towards it sort of going up a little bit as the year goes on. Venison, not too bad given the diversity of markets, but the sheep guys and girls, that's hurting. And I've spoken to a few of them, and that ain't pretty out there. What's the message from the CEO of Silver Fern Farms to your suppliers here of sheep meat?
Yeah, real challenging, and that's not lost on us. The responsibility to bring more value back, particularly to our sheep meat farmers, is absolutely critical. We do have the most efficient, sustainable producers in the world. We need to tell that story loud and clear. And pleasingly, this is a point in time. Global demand for protein will continue to lift going forward, and we've got a fantastic story to tell. So we've got to tighten our belts and buckle down. But we are starting to see a little bit of upside in pricing, particularly coming out of Australia and UK farmers. Now that's going to play out and see some upside for New Zealand producers as well. However, we really need to see China sort of step up and re-enter the market in sheep meats, and that's probably not going to happen in the sort of short-term period. So we've got a little bit of time to work through, but we're working hard around creating new forms of value for our farmers and continuing to position particularly our sheep farmers as efficient through our nature positive farming systems, through our net carbon zero lamb, and what we are seeing is some high-end customers resonating with what we're doing here in New Zealand, and that's playing into the hands of our sheep farmers. So our strategy is the right one. We want to go faster. There's going to be long-term demand for what we've got. We've just got to see if we can accelerate that strategy more quickly.
So your message really is to those people is to weather the storm at this stage, and you're doing all you can to try and get better returns. Here's an example for you, Dan. We had a Easter Sunday roast with the family, leg of lamb, and I would have paid for the size of it about $70 a few months ago. Maybe more than a few months ago, $30, and we're talking one heck of a leg of lamb. And the conversation around the dinner table actually got to how are the farmers making any money?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a phenomenal product, right, and such a great eating experience. I guess on a global stage, it's still deemed as relatively niche, particularly with the US, UK being as our key market. So we've got to get more value back into the lamb market. The pricing where it is unsustainable, and we're working hard at that. And but we are seeing glimmers of hope. We're seeing more getting access into more higher value customers that are resonating with our Silver Fern farmers and how we're producing, but that's going to take a little bit of time. In the meantime, it is around focusing on cost out, operational efficiency. All the thing our farmers are doing is exactly what we're doing here at Silver Fern Farms in this tough environment.
You're not long in the role, Dan. You've come in and it's like, geez, this will be the first full year results under your tenure, and I know that clearly it's not. We can't pin the blame on you personally, but I'm just looking at it, and you, what are your thoughts when this one comes in and you just like, right now I have to face the, all the media and all that sort of thing, and with this result wasn't quite what Simon was delivering last year.
No, I also, accountable for this result as well. I've been on the executive team here for coming up 7 years. For me as a new chief executive, what I'm really pleased about is the alignment we have across our organisation, from our customers all the way down to our farmers. That's something that any new CEO would like. We've got record farmer shareholding, record farmer loyalty, record staff and engagement and customer engagement as well. So those things are in really good shape. That means that, collectively we can lean into these tough times. Our strategy is the right one, and all those things as a new incoming CEO is exactly what you want. So we're not starting from scratch. Our strategy is the right one. Simon's left a phenomenal legacy, and we just need to build on it. And I think, our current strategy will help us get out of these current headwinds faster than if we didn't invest at the same time. So yeah, tough announcing a result as it is, but I'm still really confident around Silver Fern Farms' direction.
Good stuff. Well, listen, I do appreciate your time, Dan. As always, I know you've got a very busy media schedule today with these results out. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Dom. Appreciate it.